You're watching CBS 4 Sports Cover 4 high school football in the Valley.
Welcome back. Thanks so much for sticking with us for more football this Friday. The small schools first to start and first to take the trek to what they hope will be a chance at a state title.
A hope. It's a hope, Amanda.
It's
this
always
team,
a hope.
Hey, they've been truly working against all odds. Raymondville, they played just one regular season all year. They beat a 5A school in that game. Game 2 of the season, a by-district title game against Devine, winning that game 48-47. It's been a weird but incredible run, Amanda. But this team, that game, it all brings us to tonight. The area round playoffs, game 3 of their season. It's Raymondville taking on Navarro, and unfortunately, it kind of showed that it was just game 3. Early on, Sam Muninga of Navarro getting into the end zone, and this seemed to be a trend early and often. This time, it's Brody Whitson, who just seems to disguise himself as a freight train. Look at the size of that guy. 14-0 in favor of Navarro, and they kept the triple option going. Sam Muninga again into the end zone. At this point, the team was down 28-0, but the Bearcats, they've been successful because they have fight, and part of that fight is through their top players, Zaravian Amendarez. Big touchdown here for the little guy. Into the end zone he goes. Not the result they may have wanted, not the result they're looking for, but 52-12 in the fourth right now in favor of Navarro.
Yeah, it was a fantastic fight for the Bearcats this season, though. Our very own Kira Grogan is out at that game right now, checking out all the action. How's it going, Kira?
What a fight it was, guys, and not just tonight, but really for this season for Raymondville. I mean, they started their season late. They didn't know if they were going to have a season, then to have off for 5 weeks, come back, play a playoff game last week. I mean, it's all over the place this season. But to backtrack a little bit, this Bearcat team overcame a 21-point deficit in their game against Devine last week, and that was coming off of a 14-day quarantine. They had one game in at that point, and that was 5 weeks prior. The Bearcats showed flashes of hope that they could come back tonight, but they just couldn't take control over the Panthers. Navarro was 9-2 and coming off of a 31-28 playoff victory last week. The Panthers and Raymondville met in the same round of playoffs just 2 years ago, where the Panthers came out on top there, 35-27. Tonight, a similar outcome as the Bearcats yet again fall to Navarro and unfortunately end their playoff run. That's going to check out from Buccaneers Stadium. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks so much, Kira. Great effort from a team with such a rocky season. One other small school still fighting in the area round tonight, the Lyford Bulldogs, all the way up in Beeville, Texas, taking on the undefeated Llano Yellow Jackets in the 3A area round. Bulldogs fans showing their support for this team who has fought so hard this season. And the Bulldog defense, great start. QB scrambling, he gets a fumble. Tony Rowland getting it and recovers for the Bulldogs. Lyford can't turn the turnover into points. Llano capitalizes on their drive, rolling into the end zone, no problem. Yellow Jackets lead 7-0. Lyford looking to regroup, but this Yellow Jacket offense is undefeated for a reason. Case Kukendall on his feet, bobbing and weaving, makes his way into the corner of the end zone for the score. But the Bulldogs know how to battle back from a deficit. Caleb Klosterman in the air finds his man, Benji Gonzalez in the corner of the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown. They would look for 2 and convert. That will cut the score to 14-8 Llano. But the Yellow Jackets, like I said, undefeated for a reason. Llano will end Lyford's season with a 49-16 win.
Listen, Amanda, playoffs, they're always at the top of our board, but few games bring on that playoff atmosphere in the regular season like the Battle of the Arroyo. It's the 91st meeting between the Harlingen Cardinals and the San Benito Greyhounds, a historic rivalry that really throughout history has been anything but nice, and that's for a reason. Typically, it's because these two teams are really good, and early on they were showing it. It's the San Benito Greyhounds. Elijah Hernandez finding Jermaine Coben right down the sideline they go. A few plays later, Hernandez does it himself. Number 1 calls his own number. Into the end zone he goes, and they are rocking and rolling at Bogus Stadium for the wrong team, though, but not for long. Joe Zuniga of the home team works his way into the end zone, says, hey, Elijah, I can run 2. Into the end zone go the Cardinals, but like any great game, it's back and forth. This time Hernandez to Justin Hernandez, and he does all the work with that 6'2" frame all the way down into the end zone, down the left side. And if you liked that one, you're going to like this one too. Joe Zuniga answers right back, this time finding Tristan Vasquez for the big touchdown up the middle. Amanda, regular time wasn't enough. This one needed OT. 30-27. It was actually Harlingen that ended up coming away with the big win in this one.
Yeah, what a massive game. Elsewhere in 6A and another rivalry game underway, the Tri-City Classic down in Pharr. PSJA Bears taking on the PSJA North Raiders. Plenty of crosstown showdowns to go around this evening. Raiders get the ball moving first. Jack Lugo busting through the Bear defense. Nice gain for a first down and then some. A few plays later, Sergio Laparicio finds Santiago Pena at the 1-yard line. Not quite in for the score. Another photog almost getting taken out tonight. But the very next play, Isaac Gonzalez punching it in, no problem. The Raiders will get on the board first, 7-0 in the first quarter. And when I tell you this was a defensive game in the first half, this is why. Bears on the move, pass to Andrew Castillo, and he is absolutely dropped by Brandon Navarro. What a hit. They would not be able to make anything happen on that drive. North takes back over, but not for long. Bears forcing the fumble on the Raiders' next possession. Oscar Tolentino coming up with it. PSJA cannot make anything happen on that drive. This was a low score to start, but PSJA North would get that offense rolling to win 28-0. Moving up to Edinburgh, this game already a stout lead by the Vela Sabercats by the time we arrived, 21-0 over Edinburgh North at half, but the Cougars coming back with some fight. Jose Suarez on the return. Nice field position for North after this run, but this drive just riddled with penalties. They're forced to settle for a field goal. Cougars finally on the board with 3. Vela with a large lead, and they are not letting up. Anthony Sotelo to Carlos Tamez. Tamez, we have seen him before. He knows how to use his feet. Cutting back inside from the sideline. This will be a massive gain, and that'll set them up for this. A few plays later, Sotelo again calling his own number on the run up the middle. He rolls in for the score. Vela leads 28-3. They would go on to win this one 38-10.
Hey, 6A is great. 6A is great. We got to move down to the 5A ranks, though. We've got a matchup just under a year in the making. Back when the UIL realignments were all set, one district pairing caught everyone's eye. It certainly caught my eye. The Pioneer Diamondbacks and the Mission Veterans Patriots in a District 16 5A Division II showdown. A game featuring 2 Division I talents. You know that guy. His name's AJ Gonzaga. If you don't know him, you're going to know him soon. And if you don't know this guy, you don't know Texas football. That's Eddie Lee Marburger, record holder here in the Valley for single-season touchdowns. But all eyes were on 2 different players. Ricky Reyna finds Jason Barrera early on. Into the end zone he goes. We've got an exciting matchup right from the start. And if you like the Battle of the Arroyo, this one brought the same back-and-forth action. Just 2 plays later, Eddie Lee Marburger finds Joseph Graham Jr., who races down the sidelines into the end zone. We're all tied up at 7-7. But like I said, if you don't know AJ Gonzaga, you're going to know him. Check this out. Beast mode. Right over the top. Amanda, I'm not one for the goal line fade, but peace. That's what AJ Gonzaga says. Right on it, but right back, Eddie Lee Marburger goes for the quick touchdown in for Pioneer. This one was back and forth, and it's getting tight late, but right now Pioneer holds a lead on the road, 49-35. One district up in the Division I ranks. We have a showdown at Sam Stadium. Porter taking on Pace. Both teams coming in with just 1 loss on the season. Rare territory for Porter. Meanwhile, Jose Banda and the Pace Vikings, well, he knows how to win some ball games. Into the end zone they go. Jose Banda doing what he does best and hyped about it. The senior leading his team as they usually do, and a lot of the time wins come down to who makes less mistakes. And right here, Porter makes a big mistake on the punt attempt. The Pace Vikings would score on the very next play, but Kevin Garcia, he's been around the block, 4-year starter. He gets things going. Deep ball completion. He goes, finds his man right down. Heck of a catch right up the middle. Great play from Porter. Couldn't capitalize, but hey, the defense would play some good ball too. We'll get you this score just a bit later, but a nice forced fumble from the Porter D. We do have a score. Pace did win this game 41-14, the final in favor of the Vikings.
I have to say there were a lot of good games tonight, and there were a few good games last night as well. Starting out with Egg Couch Elsa visiting PSJA Southwest. The Javelina, this game, lots of scoring in this game, something we probably didn't expect too much, and hopefully we can get you these highlights here shortly. Egg Couch Elsa ultimately coming out on top in this one. Here they are. We'll give you a recap of this game real quick. Egg Couch Elsa visiting PSJA Southwest. Javelina's rolling. Ramiro Ramirez pitches off to Angel Hernandez. He's up the left sideline. He's finally going to be dragged down right before the end zone. Next play, Edgar Villarreal punches it in for the score. Southwest gets on the board first missed extra makes it 6-0. Yellow Jackets responding quickly, a long and steady drive ending in this. Sean Alvarado bumps his way in for 6. Extra would be good. Egg Couch takes over, and they would keep that momentum going. Egg Couch going in to win this one 35-21. A good rebound from that Mercedes game.
Yeah, a couple more games in action. We haven't seen the Hanna Eagles in a while. We also haven't seen the Rivera Raiders coach Mark Guess getting his team ready for this one. And get this, Amanda, you talk about defensive football. Coach Guess has not allowed a single point in the second half this entire year, and they needed something going, and they got it early on. It was all about Chris Pena into the end zone. He goes. Quick score for the Hanna Golden Eagles, and they are absolutely rocking and rolling. A lot of question marks coming into the season was who was going to play quarterback. Diego Escobar says, hey, I'll play quarterback. How's it going, Channel 4? You already know number 6 is getting into the end zone, and he does with class. And the Hanna defense, like we mentioned, they were getting things rocking and rolling early. Manrique Cantu sacks Andres Perez in the back of the end zone. Hey, coach, it's me. Yep, he's hyped about it. And the Hanna offense kept on rolling. Interception here, but one of the few mistakes, man, what a play there. One of the few mistakes that was actually happening on the Golden Eagle side. The Eagles go on to win 27-3, and get this clinches themselves a spot in the district title game against Harlingen.
And last one from Thursday night, McAllen High facing off with the Donna Redskins for their homecoming matchup. The Bulldog defense came to play tonight. Let me tell you, pass complete to Adonis Garza, and Steven Garza absolutely bulldozing him behind the line of scrimmage. McAllen gets it going. Hunter Curl looks long. Quinn Kenyatta on the end of it for the touchdown. McAllen takes over 7-0. Donna offense cannot get anything moving. Bulldogs back to that combo. Curl to Kenyatta, touchdown, 2-score lead. This Bulldog defense keeping the Redskins out of the game. Luis Frias back to pass, but he finds purple. Colton Ottmers is on the end of it. That would be all she wrote. Huge game for the Bulldogs. They go on to win that one 56-7. Just really a breakout game for McAllen. It was a fun one to watch for that offense. And we are not done yet. Still to come, we have our surprising and not so surprising outcomes from week 6 and the always anticipated cover 4 play of the day. We'll be right back.